Welcome to LFC Transfer Hub. Alexander Isak can take inspiration from Liverpool cult hero to rescue season. Second news is Everton legends Florian Wirtz's decision sums up Liverpool stars' season. Third news is Mohamed Salah leaving Liverpool in everyone's best interests as massive issue predicted. Now details. A high-profile Liverpool striker signing their debut campaign cut short by a broken leg, now in a race against the clock to regain full fitness and make a meaningful contribution during the final weeks, with Champions League qualification and a top-4 finish hanging in the balance. For Red supporters of a certain generation, this tale will feel remarkably familiar. The grueling journey Alexander Isak has endured this season closely mirrors that of Isak'S, who completed a then-club record £14.5 million, $19.5 million, switch from French outfit Auxerre in the summer of 2004. Sidelined for the best part of 6 months after suffering a broken leg, Sis worked his way back through a string of substitute appearances and a solitary start, before coming off the bench to net in the penalty shootout that secured an extraordinary Champions League final victory over AC Milan in Istanbul. Despite missing out on a top-4 finish, his contribution helped maintain Liverpool's standing amongst Europe's elite. While Isak's spell on the sidelines is expected to be roughly half that of Sis, there is little question that the Swedish international will find himself in a familiar predicament for much of the campaign, playing catch-up in terms of fitness and sharpness, having been denied a proper preseason at Newcastle due to his determination to push through an eventual £125 million, $168.3 million, transfer to Anfield. As Slot has repeatedly stated, the Liverpool coaching staff believed that Isak, having recovered from a subsequent groin issue, was finally beginning to recapture his previous form when he sustained his latest injury while netting the opening goal as a substitute in the 2-1 victory at Tottenham the weekend before Christmas. Speaking on Thursday, the Liverpool manager believes Isak is capable of replicating that form upon his return to action, which is most likely to occur after next month's international break. The striker will therefore hope there remains plenty to compete for, with the Reds targeting quarter-final places in both the Champions League and FA Cup by the time of his comeback. However, while Slot believes Isak can resume where he left off, the truth is there will be no urgency to rush him back into the starting side, particularly given the success of Hugo Ekitike spearheading the attack in his absence. Rotation with the overworked Ekitike will become a possibility once Isak regains match fitness. But following such a disrupted campaign with just 3 goals in 16 appearances, the 26-year-old will be thankful for every minute he receives on the pitch between now and the season's conclusion. There could yet emerge a defining moment for Isak as a reward for his perseverance throughout a challenging season. Second news is Everton legends Florian Wirtz's decision sums up Liverpool stars' season. Former Everton midfielder Leon Osman has been so impressed with Florian Wirtz lately that he has put the Liverpool star in his fantasy soccer team. Wirtz began his Reds career slowly following his blockbuster summer transfer from Bayer Leverkusen, but his influence has grown in recent months and he is now one of Liverpool's most important attacking players. The Germany international has registered 4 goals and 3 assists in his last 13 Premier League appearances, impressing former Everton midfielder Osman. Liverpool are playing better now. Salah is playing better. I reluctantly have a Liverpool player in my team because they are playing better, Osman said. It's not allowed in my family mini-league. I've gone with Florian Wirtz. He's been involved in goals and assists for Liverpool. He's been a little more reliable than Mo Salah this season, which is weird to say. Meanwhile, a bizarre report emerged earlier this week, which said that Bayern Munich has not yet given up on signing Wirtz after missing out on him to Liverpool. Bayern was beaten to Wirtz's signature by Liverpool last summer, as the Germany international sprung a surprise by choosing to move to the Premier League. Bayern has a reputation for hoovering up all the best German talent, and the assumption was that the Bavarian club would end up snaring Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen. A Bayern insider, who goes under the name Bayern Space, claimed on X that Uli Hoeneß, the German club's deputy chairman and honorary president, had made contact with Wirtz's father and agent, Hans-Joachim Wirtz, over a potential return to Germany. The report went on to add that, unsurprisingly, Bayern did not get the response that it was hoping for, with Wirtz's camp making it clear that he is happy on Merseyside. Wirtz's father is reported to have informed Bayern that his son is committed to peak, flourish, and ultimately conclude at Liverpool. Speaking to the BBC about his decision to join Liverpool last month, Wirtz said, "I thought, this is the right place to get better and a bigger player. The club is so big, and the team won the Premier League last year. I had very good meetings with the manager before I joined, and a few players contacted me. Virgil, Van Dijk, Mo Salah as well, sent me a message. They were not begging me to come, but just tried to give me a feeling about Liverpool. Virgil said he would be happy if I come, and maybe I can help the team to get even better than they were last year. These are things you like to hear and helps you to decide in the end. I am still happy that I made this decision, even when the start wasn't that easy." Third news is Mohamed Salah leaving Liverpool, in everyone's best interests as massive issue predicted. Former Premier League midfielder Rafael van der Vaart thinks it would be in everybody's best interests for Mohamed Salah to leave Liverpool at the end of the season. Salah is contracted to Liverpool until 2027, having signed a 2-year extension last year, but he has shown significant signs of decline this season. After tallying 34 goals and 23 assists last season, Salah has managed just 7 goals and 8 assists this time around, and he has not registered a Premier League goal from open play since November 1. Speaking to Sky Bet, Van der Vaart said that Salah departing this summer would perhaps be the best outcome for both the player and the club. When I look at Mohamed Salah and the position he plays on the pitch, he has lost that extra half yard and the pace is gone with age, Van der Vaart said. He used to be so quick and would run at players, but I can see now that it is different, and this is because of his age. When you look at Virgil van Dijk, age is less important for a defender. There were games he performed not at his best, and everyone writes him off, but over a full season, even at this age, he shows everyone how good he is. Having a big player and a big name is sometimes a problem for both the player and coach. When you expect certain things as a coach from him and he doesn't do it, then of course you have the right to put him on the bench, but because it's Mohamed Salah, this can cause a massive issue. In every press conference, every question will be on Salah. It could be best for both sides if Salah goes somewhere else in the summer. Salah was the subject of a huge bid from Al Ittihad in 2023, which was rejected by Liverpool, but another offer from one of the clubs in the Saudi Pro League is expected this summer, and the player could be more receptive to the move this time around. If Salah does leave Liverpool this summer, that could accelerate Liverpool's plans to sign a new right-sided forward to replace the legendary Egyptian.